nothing's for sure. It's showtime, folks!
Nice.
Hey, I had to find something, okay, because the intro doesn't work. So I'm like, okay, I at least gotta get something, right? So
Hey, that's the best we got so far, so that's good. I'm good with that. Can't go wrong with the legendary stinger.
But yes, welcome to episode 47 of the Primetime Gorehounds. I'm James Thomas, Gorehound himself, Paul Burke, and tonight we're going to be watching part 5 of the Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. A film that everybody sit on this Friday the 13th. I figured, why not sit back, relax, and watch arguably the most controversial entry to the series. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. And if you are a fan of the show, if you are a fan of this channel, the subscribe button, and of course, donate to the Cashapp Primetime 313. And Paul, how the hell are you?
Well, I've been doing good. Been celebrating Friday the 13th in my own little way. Posted up the Alice Cooper song. Made a little TikTok video with me wearing a mask because I figured, you know what? Fuck it. I had to. It's Friday the 13th. But apart from that, been doing good. I finally got that essay done, which has been driving me fucking batshit insane. It's done. I'm not dealing with it no more. And we're getting prepped to do our final project, which we're going to be doing a murder mystery around May. We've got until May to get it done. So we got until now and that to just get everything done. Script's ready. Filming starts when I come back from my trip.
TikTok. Trying to get in with these young kids, eh, Paul?
Well, my sister introduced me to it, so I thought,
oh, Jesus Christ.
And then my mum got into it, and I just said, all right, fuck it, why not?
Oh, Lord. But yes, tonight, yes, I said we're going to be watching Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. And also, really quickly, today is a very special day for me as well. For those that may not have seen on my YouTube on the community tab, it's my 4-year anniversary of being a professional wrestler. January 13, 2018 was my first official match, so happy 4 years to me. Applause. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes, 4 years of business, still super young in business. I've gotten so much better, but yes, 4 years is great, and I only plan to get even better. So yeah, very special day for me. So, and I'm happy to spend it with you all. So tonight, Friday 13th, Part 5, you could say is the Black Sheep of the Friday the 13th series. For a lot of people, it's the Nightmare 2 of the list. It's the Halloween.
And the mic just went. well, anyway, why you fix that mic, dude? Yeah, Friday the 13th, Part 5, The New Beginning. This is, as James put it out there earlier, this is the black sheep of the series. And I guess for some people, you could say this was Halloween Ends before Halloween Ends, or in my case, this was Halloween 4 before Halloween 4, if you reference the ending I'm talking about there. But yeah, when I first saw this movie years ago, I think I must have been about maybe 7 or 8 when I eventually got around to watching. Because at the time when I was a kid, I was just watching Friday the 13th movies in not in order. So was that?
Oh, shit kicked me out for no reason.
Fucking internet. But yeah, I was just saying, Friday the 13th, Part 5, it is the black sheep of the series, as you pointed out earlier. This is the Halloween Ends before Halloween Ends. And I'll even go as far as saying it was Halloween 4 before Halloween 4, if you know what I mean by that ending. But yeah, as I was saying, when I first saw this, I must have been about 7 or 8, because like I said, I didn't watch these in the right order at the time. I was just picking whatever. And at first, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Because, I mean, I don't. If you look at this, there's a couple of subtle things you notice with this character, with this version of Jason, or should I say the imposter Jason, is that you look at the hockey mask, where's the axe wound in the head? Why is the mask got the blue streaks? And why is he wearing Michael Myers' boiler suit? So at first I was like thinking, oh, okay, it's probably Jason with a new look. And then, well, we'll get to that when we get there. But I remember that a lot of people were pissed about this movie, which is, I guess, understandably so, because at the time, think about this. It's like Friday the 13th, the final chapter, was meant to be the last one. But because that fourth movie was a success, the studio said, nope, we have to make a fifth one. But then you think to yourself, well, how are you going to make another Friday the 13th when, you know, Tommy pretty much fucking destroyed Jason, stuck a machete in his face, and then hacked him to bits towards the end? Like, there's no coming back from that. So how did they do it? In this case, they decided, you know what? Okay, let's have somebody different do it. So their intent was to kind of like what Halloween tried to do, where their intent was to make a different character with each entry in the series, and they were going to do something completely different, especially with Tommy. But because this movie didn't do very well, that idea never materialized. And like I said, when I
actually it did very well. It was a hit in the box office.
What, this one?
Yes, it was a hit. It was number one in the box office.
Yeah, it made 22 million, but in terms of the critic and fan reactions, people were fucked off about this, and it's understandably so. But as I said, when I first saw this when I was a kid, I wasn't a big fan of the change. But as I've grown to watch it and grown to watch it a little more, I guess you could say I've kind of started to appreciate it a little more, even if it is like the black sheep of the series. I do give them credit for doing something different. I mean, it still felt like Friday the 13th with the kills. It's just done in a different way. And it was supposed to be a setup for a new trilogy of films, but as I said, it never materialized. How about you, James?
Well, you're absolutely right. You know, I was just like you. I was bummed that this was not Jason. But like you said, it still felt like a Friday film. It's like a Friday the 13th film. It tastes like a Friday the 13th film. With continuity. But what this is all for is it is and that's it. That's really it.
Yeah.
But now this is the 80s. This movie is an 80s slasher to the T, right?
Yeah, it's still a slasher at the end of the day. It still has the Friday the 13th aesthetics, just a different guy. That's pretty much how it went. Did this thing just kick him off again? But yeah, that's the point I'm trying to put here. It's like James was saying, it still had the same aesthetics. It still felt like Friday the 13th. It had the same presentation. But all in all, it was a different guy. So it's kind of how it is. And guys, I don't know what's going on with the tech issues right now, but it seems to, I don't know, maybe it might be to do with the weather on my end, because it's, you may not believe it, guys, but it is raining like a motherfucker where I am right now. But
can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Did that thing kick you off again?
Yes, it did. It did.
Damn thing. Well, we'll roll with it. We'll see what we can do.
All right. Okay. We'll just keep mowing along. But what you were saying, Paul?
I'm saying that T85 was saying that the characters were actually pretty decent in this movie. Yeah, they were. And as I was just adding to what you were saying earlier, dude, that it definitely had the look and the feel of Friday the 13th, just a different guy.
Exactly. You know, and I think that's what I appreciate about this. You know, see what makes Halloween Ends so rough is that Halloween Ends felt like a completely different film where here it still stays true to the formula. They just remixed it, and some people liked it, and a lot of people hated it. But I've really grown. I've actually grown to enjoy this film a lot, and I'm looking forward to revisiting this film again. So, Paul, I am at where we see the old school Paramount logo. You say that's where you're at as well?
Yeah, I'm at the bit with the mountain. The words haven't showed up yet, but it's there.
All right, so folks, I believe it's on the Stars app, and I'm watching this on YouTube. I rented this on YouTube, only like $2.99 on YouTube. Shit, nothing. So yes, so as we go, whether you're watching this on DVD, Blu-ray, VHS, wood burning TV. We're gonna watch this together, give live commentary and analysis, and then how we normally do this. If you're gonna watch it with us, whether live or in the archives, we go 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, you press play. Again, 3, 2, 1, play. You press play.
And if you don't press play, your ass is going to get chopped up with an axe over a candy bar.
Over a candy bar, which is really ridiculous. But Philip says some say that Part 5 is worse than Part 8. I take New Beginning of Jason Takes Manhattan every day, all day. Because Jason Takes Manhattan it's not a good film. It's not a good film.
Has its moments, but it's not the best.
All right, so are we ready?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
And we're in. And T85 says he's got the whole Scream Factory box set. I still haven't got that yet, you lucky bastard. That's the one that's got all 12 movies. And here we go. All
right, we're starting out with Corey Feldman, who makes a cameo appearance in this.
Yeah, and this was actually filmed at his parents' backyard because they only had him for this one shot because he was currently involved in that Goonies movie at the time.
Yeah,
But like I said, he's been in like several movies that have been considered a classic. Like Friday the 13th Part 4, and of course Stand By Me, Goonies. He was even fucking Donatello. Yeah. Oh, there's
a Little Dream.
Yeah. And there's Jason's little makeshift grave.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I could just about hear you. Your microphone was just going on and off at that point. I was hoping it was going to right itself, but it's still, I was just reading what some of the people are saying in the comments. Yeah, it was $130 for that box set, yeah. Yeah, Philip. Ted White scared the shit out of Corey in Part 4, especially that window scene. But that version of Jason was pretty vicious in that movie, I will admit. Okay, why would you want to dig up a grave of a mass-killing maniac? Like, what were these dudes thinking?
How about now?
Okay, you sound good now.
But yeah, but what I was saying was it's cool that Corey Feldman was able to do this, though.
Yeah. And the reason he came back was because, he had a good time being in the fourth one so much.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his agents was like, yeah, your ass ain't getting No, you're doing this Spielberg film.
Yeah. But he was like, oh, come on, just let me do it for one night. And they just thought, all right, fine, fuck it.
That is not 6 feet. That's more 2 feet. That's a shallow ass grave.
That's more like a bedsheet grave.
Yeah, but I like the fact that Corey's in this, adds some continuity, makes it connect.
Yeah, definitely. Ugh.
And that is not Ted White, which apparently they did offer him to come back to be Jason in the dream sequences, but he turned it down. So this was played by Tom Morga, who actually played Michael Myers in a couple scenes of Halloween 4.
And he was also in that truck scene in Texas Chainsaw 2.
Yes, indeed.
He's a pretty good imposing Jason in his own right, too, even if it is flashback or dream sequences.
The shirt, the outfit's a little too big on him.
Yeah, I noticed.
It's kind of a skinnier Jason.
Yeah, that's true. Jason's always been a bit of a big dude. But again, I think people were just surprised that they even did this, considering what happened at the end of part 4. Because as we were led to believe at the time that final chapter was meant to be it.
Yeah, Tommy. Yeah. He's terrified. He's loose. He's having a panic attack.
Yeah, Jason remembers you, and he knows what you did to him. And I don't think he's too happy about it either. Shit, I wouldn't be either.
No! And there's John Shepard.
Bang. Yeah, I was reading into the information about this dude playing as Tommy. It turns out that when he found out that it was a Friday the 13th movie, he was a little bit unhappy about that. So in terms of the timeline,
And of course, hang on, I gotta listen to the music here. I always love the music to this movie.
well, the one thing I gotta say as well, Friday the 13th always has some really cool intro scenes and music. Gotta put it out there. It is
Love
that
the old school font coming back.
Yeah. New beginning.
Love it. Love it.
I think it's great. Harry Manfredini once again putting on a clinic with the music score.
So I'm trying to think. Okay, so because the first from Friday 13th Part 2, from 1 to 2, it's like 5 years, and
What?
2, 3, and 4 take place in a matter of days.
Yeah, Friday the 13th Part 2 and 3 literally looks like they took place about maybe 24 hours apart from each other, and Part 4 was definitely the next day, and this one, because Corey was 12, and this is meant to be 18, maybe 20-year-old Tommy. So probably about 6 or 7 years since the events of Part 4.
So 79, because they say Pamela Voorhees died in 79. So this is maybe late 80s, early 90s?
Yeah, I'm going to take a wild guess and say maybe 1987, I want to say.
Okay. Yeah, the timeline for the Friday the 13th films it's all fucked up.
Yeah, especially Part 10 when you're like 400 years in. But hey, it happens. Pinehurst Youth Development Center.
I will say, Paul, this is the worst. Like, how this place is ran is so fucking bad, and we'll see all throughout this film.
Oh yeah, some bullshit happens in this joint.
But yeah, but you know what, man? When people think of Tommy Jarvis, they think of Corey Feldman and Tom Matthews. But I actually enjoyed John Shepard's performance as Tommy Jarvis. I think it's really underrated.
Yeah, he did all right in this film. I actually felt he did a pretty good job in this, and this was actually his first film too.
Yeah, because you have Corey Feldman, Tommy Jarvis, who was a very outgoing, smart ass kid, and then you have Tom Matthews, who's very charismatic. More where in Friday the 13th Part 6, you can tell he's a little bit better. Where here is the transition where he's very quiet. So look at him, quiet, subdued, a little weird, still fucked up from the events from the fourth film.
He's basically damaged goods in this one.
Yes. And there's Pam.
Mm-hmm.
Not I like Pam. She's not in my elite list of favorite final girls in the franchise. I mean, you all know who my number one is, right, Paul?
That'll be either Jamie Lee Curtis or Nancy.
No, in the Friday film, in the Friday franchise.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. That'll be Jeannie, Amy Steele. I think that was in one
yes,
part
yes,
2, right?
It's her. Yes, her. Trish. Actually, no. Her, Chris, then Trish. Then fucking Alice, right? Alice was the first one, right?
Yes, I think so. Yes, Garcia. Part 2 Final Girl was definitely good. And one of the only ones that can say that she actually kicked Jason in the balls.
And unfortunately, the fans never really took to him. Again, maybe because he's such a downer in this film.
Well, yeah, but he's meant to be playing somebody who's mentally fucked from what happened.
And also, too, he looks absolutely nothing like Corey Feldman. So,
yep, that's the obvious part right there. I'm just reading some of these comments. Yeah, Garcia. Yeah, you're right. There is no security in this fucking place. You'd think there'd be security, and T85 has said that Freddy vs. Jason is a prequel to Jason X. So yeah, you're right. It is canon. You're right about that. Tina was in the remake.
It is.
Jesus, I didn't realize Tina was in the remake of Carrie. Fuck.
Tina who?
I think he means the one from Part 7.
Who the fuck is Tina?
Not Tina, my bad. T85. She says that Tina was in the remake of Carrie, so which one? Oh, fuck, which one was Tina again?
Who's Tina?
I'm going to have to look it up. Hold on. I'm going to look it up. Friday the 1st. He's not on Part 5. Let's try Part 6.
Tina. She was a remake of Tina. Oh, okay. I get what he's saying. From Part 7. For Part 7. Because the people call Part 7 Jason versus Carrie.
All right, my bad.
All right, where are you at now, Paul?
We are now 12 minutes, 11 seconds in. Tommy's in his room, and he's just unsheathed a pocket knife.
12 minutes and 11 seconds?
Yep, and he's just pulled out a little knife.
I don't like the little callback we're going to get here when he has a picture of Trish and his mom.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, Garcia. She was in House 2 as well.
But yeah, but clearly what this movie does is trying to make you suspect that Tommy is the killer.
Mm-hmm.
Just with how moody and You know, what a downer he is.
Yeah. It's almost like he's lost his ability to have.
Now you see the spider?
Yep, I saw the spider. Reggie just showed up.
Yes, the best character in the movie.
One of the few that survived in this one.
Young, looking like a young Kevin Hart.
Yeah. And then Tommy
Like, you are
decided to...
one scared cat.
Dude, he scared the shit out of him with that mask.
I love how Tommy had some personality there.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. It showed that that he's not completely whacked out.
No, he still has a little bit of that humanity left in him.
Yeah, he still has that same sense of humor that he had in the 4 film.
Yeah, it's just going to take a while for him to open up again.
Yeah, you have to break down some walls. He still has his mask, which there's no fucking way a 12-year-old kid can do masks that good.
Unless he's related to Tom Savini, then that's a different matter.
Exactly.
Legendary makeup of artists as well. I mean, that dude went above and beyond with his effects.
That he did.
And a lot of people, even Savini himself, considers that the makeup effects he created in Day of the Dead is his masterpieces. And I actually agree with that too, because those makeup effects on there, to this day, 38 years on, still fucking good. The mom and son were loud and ready to kill those. Yeah.
I love these two.
These cops.
No, the mom and the son.
Oh yeah, those two.
They are fucking funny, man. I tell you what, them goddamn kids are up to no good.
Better deal with them loonies.
Will you shut the fuck up?
Oh man. 80s were such a different time, bro.
It's great. It's great. They're so over the top redneck. It's great.
It's damn good stuff too, man. I mean, it's really good. It's hilarious as well. Speaking of them, I think this is one of them. Yeah, here they come.
There they are. Yep. I would literally watch a movie with these two characters.
That would be.
I always thought they were funny.
I agree. These guys were definitely the comedy value of this film.
Yeah, the mom and son would have been great for their Tremors film. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the mom is like a hick, dirty version of Reba McEntire.
Yep. I agree as well. She would have been fucking brilliant in Tremors. Surprised they never picked her for it, man. I like to see you try, bitch.
Yeah, it's entertaining.
Yeah. God damn. They're not listening. They're like, yeah, whatever.
And again, like I said, it still feels like a Friday the 13th film.
Exactly. I mean, I understand why people were so pissed off about that. They felt like they got cheated.
Oh, I get it too. I get it too.
Yeah, I mean, we were both there when we first saw it, man. I mean, I was just like, this ain't a fucking Friday the 13th. What the fuck is this shit? You know, I was pretty annoyed at that when I was a kid seeing it.
Oh, this fat fuck.
Oh, this fuck.
I remember he used to piss me off.
So seeing him getting done was satisfying.
because I mean, they're portraying him as to be like a simple-minded individual.
Yeah.
That means well, but I met guys like him. They just, that means well, but they'll just talk your fucking ear off.
Yeah. By the way, this dude here with the axe, for anyone who doesn't know, this is the guy that was in the zombie classic Return to Living Dead. He was that character called Suicide, the one that had that like chain hanging down his face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was him in this. In fact, there's actually 2 cast members that were on Return to Living Dead in this movie. The dude with the axe is one of them. Unfortunately, that guy's no longer among the living. He died in the mid-90s, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think this punk rock chick will be more your speed, Paul.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Nothing wrong with a punk rocker, man.
Hear the porno music in the background. Bow, bow, bow,
Oh, yeah.
bow, bow, bow.
Be rocking in that mosh pit and then going at it in the bed all night long. Can't go wrong with that.
Hey, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah. Put on some if we're gonna go punk rock, put on some Exploited or GBH, or if we're gonna go some metal, put on a little bit of Megadeth or Slayer, maybe a bit of Judas Priest, and yeah, fucking work on it. Put on the classics when you're doing stuff like that.
I got to see when he's talking to Vic.
Yeah, I'm just about to get to that part right now. Why, are you ahead of me?
Nah, just my shit's kind of buffering, but that's all right, though. I'll just rely on you.
All right, well, he's going up to the dude with the axe. Here we go.
Hi, Vic. Get lost.
Yep.
Now, here's the thing. If you know that this guy is capable of doing what he does, why would you give him an axe?
Good fucking question.
Why, if you know that this guy is prone to violence, why would you give him an axe?
Not only is he prone to violence, man, but he had some fucking murderous intent.
Look at him, Brian!
Dude, he is chopping the living shit out of that fucking tree like it's somebody he hates. Fat boy, shut up. You heard him. I'd back off. No, don't do that.
Wait. Here it comes. There goes the
candy
There
bar.
goes candy bar. Okay, wait, here it comes.
Oh, you fucked
Oh, that
up.
did it! That did it!
Oh!
Oh!
You see the look in his eyes as well? You see the look in his eyes? He's like, you motherfucker, you!
Wow! Now again, Paul, if you know that this guy will just snap off of someone saying you're out of line, why would you give him a sharpened object?
I don't know, but I'll be staying the fuck out of his way. And this dude right now is doing life in jail for that. Dude, what a fucking mess. His fucking arm is chopped off and everything.
God, he went to work.
Dude, he destroyed him.
And there's Roy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how do you hold it together? How do you hold it together, man? How do you hold it together? That's your son.
I don't know how the fuck you hold that shit together.
But Paul, I don't understand. I would sue. You know what, Paul? I'm kind of on Roy's side with this one.
Oh shit! You see his back, dude?
Fuck.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. He destroyed it. Oh, look at his face.
Yep, that's the moment.
Dude, you better stop laughing right now. Yeah,
And when he looks in the camera, that's when I'm Jason now, bitch.
Oh, he is. That's a hint right there to say this dude was going to be the killer, but I don't think people realized it at the time. But that was the turning
But
point.
yeah, but like I said, I'm kind of on Roy's side with this because I mean, I wouldn't. Of course, I wouldn't kill everybody. I would, take care of the guy that was actually responsible. But
yeah, right.
But fuck that.
Yeah, the director of this movie used to make porn. You're right about that, Garcia. You're all right. You do not yell at the sheriff from part 6 because he will end you. Yeah, you're right about that. And then you got these greaser type dudes looking around here. They look like they stepped out of the film set of Grease. Yeah, you might want to fix that car because you don't want to be like out here.
There were greasers. There were greasers in these.
Seems like it. Either that, or they're heading to a certain bar that was referenced in Police Academy. You know the one I mean.
Yeah, like I said, Paul, if that was my situation, I saw my son. Like I said, I would plot some sort of revenge.
Let me put it like this: if that was somebody in my family that got done over, I'm doing life in prison for it, and I would be doing it with a smile on my face too, knowing I got the fucker.
I'm just saying, like first of all, who gave the axe to this guy? Who let him use an axe?
That's what I mean. The security in there was shit.
Knowing that this guy has anger issues.
Anger issues? That dude was on a scale of 1 to 10, just like that. Roy equals mental breakdown. Yeah, you're right about that.
Oh yeah, the moment when he stared at the camera, that's when he broke. That's when he broke.
That was it, yeah. And this dude's about to eat a flare.
Great. Ouch. That's awesome.
Hey, T85's just put up a little timeline stuff here. So part 1 was 1979. Part 2, 3, and 4 was 84. 5, if canon, to part 6 is 1994. 7 was 2001. 8 was 2002. 9 was 2003. And Freddy vs. Jason was 2004. Jason X was 2010 to 2410.
Holy fuck.
So, there you go. There's our timeline. They were 10 years ahead of these films. Each. Thanks for the timeline there, T85. I appreciate that. And ooh.
Nah, the NPA should have butchered this film.
Yeah, they did the same thing they did with part 7.
Yeah.
But you got to think about this too. Because the reason why they toned it down was because part 4, man, was just at the time was unbelievably fucking vicious. In fact, I think part 4 is the second most violent one in the series, next to Jason Goes to Hell.
Oh yes, part 4 was, out of the 4 films up to this point, 4 was the most darkest one for sure.
Yeah, no kidding. I actually watched it a few days ago as well, funny enough, and I was just like, damn, this really was nasty. Oh yeah, Garcia, there is going to be a new Friday the 13th entry coming. I think it's done by A24. I don't know if it's a movie or a TV series, but it's going to be called Crystal Lake. And yeah, the video game was not bad, but I fucking wish that the video game had a single-player story-driven campaign and not this multiplayer shit, you know? And Tommy was having a meltdown of his own. I mean, you've played that. What you played that Friday the 13th game, haven't you, James? Would you come to an agreement on me if I said that I think the game should have had a single player campaign story to it instead of it just being multiplayer?
Absolutely.
Same here, man. I mean, I know they got the Texas Chainsaw game coming, which I know Kane Hodder is doing the mocap for. But my problem with that is that it's going to be a fucking multiplayer again from what I'm seeing. The Killer Clowns from Outer Space video game from the same crew could be going that way again. That's why I soured on that recent Evil Dead game, because compared to the last ones that came out on the PS2, like Fistful of Boomstick and Evil Dead Regeneration, they were story based, and that new one was just like Friday the 13th. And I was just like, fuck this. I wonder what rock tune she's listening to in those headsets.
This is funny. You don't set up plates for dead people.
He's right.
You don't set a place for a dead person. I said I was.
But how this movie is setting it up is like it's making you think. Like if you're watching this for the first time, you would think Tommy's the killer, just of how unhinged he's acting.
Yeah, because you got no indication that he's not the one doing the killing until you see them both on the same screen at some point. This franchise is still a bestseller at Walmart. Very good reason why this movie's earned that reputation. This series has definitely earned it some stripes.
Yeah, very quiet, subdued, kept to himself. Like I said, John Shepherd gives a good performance, man.
Yeah, he definitely.
Unfortunately, and they said they wanted him back for the sixth film, but apparently he turned religious.
Oh, jeez. That was a good mask prank. I've got to admit, it wasn't too bad. But you shouldn't have thrown his mask to him like that.
But watch how he acts here. Like he does a fucking standing fireman's carry. He beats the fuck out of him. It's showing that he's capable. If he's not the killer, he's capable of doing damage. He's capable of it.
Damn, he just... That was a pretty good fireman's carry toss, I gotta admit. He's in fucking rednecks again.
Is this the same week where she calls him a dildo? Let me see. Dildo.
Yeah, dildo.
She's funny, man.
She's fucking great, I gotta admit.
Actually, you know what? Call me nasty. I don't give a fuck. If you actually kind of clean her up a little bit, fix her up a little bit, well, I think she'd be pretty cute.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, you know, have her take a bath, put some makeup on her. She wouldn't be bad looking.
Exactly. I don't think there's baths in that place they're hanging out in right now.
Yeah, I make the best goddamn stew in the land. Yeah, make that new stew, mama. Yes.
Garcia says he's glad that the Phantasm films are also doing very... Yeah, Phantasm, dude. Have you ever seen those Phantasm films, James?
I have not.
Dude, I'll tell you right now. when that first movie came out, that series, especially the first movie, was definitely ahead of its time with the shit that they put out in that movie. I mean, my personal favorite in the series was part 2, but the first movie is undeniably a classic. There's 5 of them. They're on Shudder as well, all 5 of them. So,
So over the top. Oh, so over the top redneck. I love it.
yeah. I'm just reading what religion is just isn't quite fun. So, yeah, James. T85. When it comes to religion, dude, I know everybody has their beliefs and everything. That's cool. For me, I've never been the religious type.
It's not for everybody.
Nah. For me, I don't know what my take on things is that the way I see it, you don't need religion to determine if you're a good or bad person. It's all based on the actions you choose to do in life. That's how I determine if you're a good or bad person.
Look at this douchebag.
Yeah. I've seen my fair share of those assholes around back in the day.
Oh, what? Looks like a sleazy ass porn star from the 70s.
Yep. Question is, who the
How
fuck?
how does he get her?
Either she's delusional or desperate, or this guy just got lucky. I have no fucking clue. Oh crap! Her name is Lana as well. And it's funny too because I was watching that documentary about Phil Spector as well that they showed recently. However, he's still a jammy get for scoring with this chick.
Wait a minute.
What?
It's coming.
Oh, there you go.
But see, now here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, why does she do that? Now listen. All right, ladies. I know there's a couple females that's watching the show. Okay, let me ask you a question. Okay, do y'all do that? Why does she do that? Do y'all really? When you're
Hey
by
Lou,
yourself.
hey Lou,
No,
if you're still
Paul, no, I can't do that. But no, but like,
can you please give us
but
an explanation? She probably will, but
do females do that? Do they just just look at themselves naked in the mirror and just goes, what she said? It's showtime!
I don't know if people do that in this day and age now, but I think in the 80s.
Bullshit!
Okay, correction. If they still do it today, we hardly see about it, but back then it was just like, hey, they just go ahead and do it.
That was such an unnecessary titty scene though. That was so unnecessary.
Yeah, at least we got
And he's
one.
into the cocaine, the coca, the booger sugar, white girl.
Yep. He's definitely on that blow right now. Oh, The Wraith. Yeah, such a good movie. That was The Crow before The Crow was even out.
That's just so wild, bro. You just for no reason goes, it's showtime. Like
yeah. Oh, nice little kitty cat.
such a typical 80s scare.
Well, yeah. Some of these films still do that today.
I was like, that was just so random. It's just, I mean, I was glad to see him, but I want to know, do women really do that, man? Like,
oh,
woo!
That was random.
A lot of things in this movie are random. Come on,
Yeah.
It's showtime.
Yeah, you're right. Straight up axe to the head. Billy can't answer you right now because he's currently laying somewhere with an axe sticking out of his head.
Yeah, Billy didn't deserve you, girl.
Nope. And I don't know what she did to deserve this, but I guess you could say wrong place, wrong time.
Oh, well, so she's into the cocaine.
Mm-hmm. Well, you still got some blow left. You might as well snort some of that before you get,
Oh, well, she's into the cocaine.
Yep. Uh-oh.
You probably should have kept that axe.
Yeah, I know. I would have liked to have seen the axe shot, but okay.
Fucking MPAA.
Like I said, because part 4 fucking went all out and you had people complaining about copycats stuff, which was happening around that time, they had to tone it down, much to our dismay, you know? But yeah, I fucking hate it when movies get censored, especially when you know this is the kind of movie where you're going to see some crazy shit like that. That's a Halloween reference if I ever saw one. Yeah, he's starting to he's trying to rationalize it, saying no, he's dead, he's not there. But you can, like I said, this movie, and even James said it, this movie is giving off hints that this guy could be the one doing it. Yeah,
And what was funny about that scene there is that right after the scene of him killing, the last two that we just saw, and then the camera kind of fades into Tommy again, kind of putting that thought in your head that Tommy just may have killed these two people, Lana and Billy.
Exactly. It's throwing those hints, and people are kind of buying into it in that point. Part 4 was a masterpiece, says T85. In terms of the kills, fuck yeah.
Kills, story, best Jason. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, dude, the story when that was pretty cool. Jason, Ted White's version of Jason was a mean son of a bitch in that one. And
best Jason.
Yeah. And the kills that was implied, that was put on that movie, it was like, holy shit. Like that dude getting his fucking head sawed off at the start and twisted around. That's like the first kill you see, and you're just like, okay, we're in for some brutal shit right now. Doing a bit of laundry work. Oh, there's that guy that I'm surprised this dude's still standing after the way he got his ass kicked earlier.
I don't understand why these two are in this. Like, they're just two teenagers that just happens to like to fuck. Like, so they're regular teenagers.
Yeah, but the problem is this was like Reagan America at the time, so something like that would have been an issue for some conservative type parents. You know what I mean?
Man, they were fucking back in the '80s and '80s too.
True, but there were some people that was just like, "Nah, I got to take my kids somewhere to sort this out." That's kind of how it is for some of them back then.
I guess I just never understood, why they're in there. Okay, so they like to have sex. Like that's what teenage kids do. Yes, folks, it does happen, folks.
Yeah, I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with that when it does. I mean, if these two fancy each other and they're in love with each other, then who are we to fucking say otherwise?
I want to know who put the axe in Vic's hand.
I would love to know.
I still want to figure that shit out.
How come they don't have any security? That's another good question. You know what? I bet you. I'm gonna take a wild guess who it was that might have gave him the axe job. I bet it's the guy that ran the place and said, "You know what? You can't be sitting around doing nothing. So here, go ahead and chop this up."
Okay. All right. Fine. All right. Yeah, you do that. See what happens. See what happens.
Peeping ass Tom Redneck motherfucker.
Yeah, you would think he's a red herring, well, you just know it's not him.
Yep. Speaking of which.
Oh wait. Oh, we got another. Oh, we got another. It's showtime. We got another. It's showtime, and I know. And hey, man. There's a reason why I got this clip set up.
Nothing's for sure. It's showtime, folks.
Are those double D's? Oh yeah, the film director said that when he was doing this forest scene, he said it almost felt like a fucking porn movie when he was doing this.
Yeah, no shit.
I think the guy who directed it, I think he was a porn film director at one time.
Yes, he was.
Yep. He even says so here. Friday the 13th Part 5 was his last movie. He never directed another movie again after this.
Now, Paul, in 2023, they would never allow a porn director to ever film a Hollywood movie.
Nope. Ooh.
Oh, that's a great kill. I would have loved to see the actual kill.
That would have been fucking gnarly. I think that went in her eye sockets, if I remember correctly, right?
Yep, in their eye sockets. Yep.
And then just closed in to pierce the skull bit, and then yeah.
Ooh, brutal.
Yeah. In today's movies, you would definitely see that. But unfortunately, the censors, their balls dropped off somewhere when they got to this one.
This man literally fucked this girl, went to go wash up. He said wash up, but that would not happen. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this man slapped that contaminated water into his balls. The same balls, I'm pretty sure Ethel and...
Ooh. Again, would have loved to have seen that impact. Speaking of eyes, here we go again. Jeez. He literally broke the strap on that dude. T85 here says, you know what? You know, this is somewhat rare. A lot of people don't put the original Friday the 13th as their favorite one. You know why they don't put the original Friday the 13th as their favorite one, T85? And that's the reason, because Jason wasn't in it. Which again, it's a rarity because, you know, most people, when you see a horror franchise, most of them will always put the first movie on top of their list. But they didn't do it with this one because Jason wasn't in it. Still there, dude? Well, that's Tommy again. He's still freaked out by what's going on. And for folks who are just tuning in, we are watching Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. This is the one that was the that featured the imposter, Jason. And it's a shame that as well, too, T85, because, you know, the first movie is a classic, but it hasn't aged very well and because of those reasons, you know? I don't know what's going on. I think James's mic is going funny here, guys. So, you guys want to post some stuff up in the comment, and I'll try and answer them while I'm watching. You know what's ironic? That pickup truck, I'm pretty sure that's the same pickup truck that Tommy uses in Part 6. I don't know if you've caught on that as well, James. It looks like the same one from Part 6. I think the damn StreamYard has kicked him out again. God damn. But anyway. Okay, this guy here, folks, for anyone who doesn't know, because remember I said there was the guy with the axe was in Return of the Living Dead. This is another cast member that was involved in Return of the Living Dead as well. He was one of the member of the punk rock group that was in there. And for anyone else who doesn't know, realize he was also in the original deleted opening scene for Riggs in Lethal Weapon. So, hang on a minute. So yeah, it was just the scene's thick, the plot's thickening. We have a nice little downtime moment here with these characters. We get to
I'm
know
back.
them. Oh, here you go. Yeah, I was just saying about we're talking to T85 saying about how it's a rarity that this franchise, a lot of people don't rate the first one on the top of their list, and the reason being is because Jason wasn't in it. I mean, what do you think about that, James? You know, like when you look at some of the horror franchises like Halloween, and you look at Nightmare on Elm Street, they usually rate the original movie on the top of their list, right? But yet, with this one, they don't rate the first one on the top of their list because it doesn't feature the main killer who we've seen throughout the whole franchise after Part 2 onwards. Oh, there's that redneck dude again. Being an absolute asshole and taking the piss out of Tommy because
he's about to get his ass kicked.
Yeah, you saw what Tommy did to that kid when they had the mask.
Oh, he's about to whoop his ass.
Oh shit.
So has Tommy spoken a word at all in this film?
Not a whole lot. Maybe one or two lines earlier on, but that's about it. Dude, back the fuck off. He's going to hurt you. Ooh.
Tommy can go. He got hands, bro. He got hands.
He's kicking his ass. Oh, damn. Nice. I mean, what was this dude thinking trying to pick a fight with Tommy? Like, are you fucking mad? Jesus. Damn.
Now, Paul, this group home is not doing a good job right now.
No, they'd have been shut down a long time ago.
I mean, think about this, okay? You gave a fucking axe to the most violent man in violent patient. He kills another patient. You have two people that constantly fucks everywhere and anywhere. And you have Tommy who has gotten into two fights.
Right now, at this point, if I was the guy that was reviewing the whole place, I'd be thinking, man, somebody really fucked up. Like, somebody's losing their job after this.
Someone's losing their job. This place sucks.
Yep. Kind of reminds me of Mount Tamar School. Just as bad as this joint.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he's got the screaming shits. Yeah, I know how that feels.
Those damn enchiladas!
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'll tell you right now. I know how this feels when you gotta go, because the meal I had a couple hours ago decided to come back to haunt me, and well, let's just say there was a murder scene in the bathroom, if you know what I mean.
Too much information, Paul.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. But like I said, yeah, that dude that's in the shitter, by the way, I was saying earlier, James, that's another cast member that was on Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead, Joanna Man, Reggie the Chicken King from Thin Line Between Love and Hate, Miguel Nunez, Hood Legend.
Yep, and he was also in that deleted scene on Lethal Weapon.
That's his girlfriend. That's not his girlfriend. That's a ring rat. That's a streetwalker.
Gee, you think? Tommy's sister was one and done after part one. One of those logic. Yeah, like, where the hell was Tommy's sister after this one?
Where was Trish?
Yeah, like, I know she probably decided not to come back, but you could have given us an explanation of why.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
Because I thought those two were tight after what happened at the end of them on the fourth one.
That's definitely something I want to do. Sing while I'm taking a shit.
I think most of us have done that.
Not me.
Oh,
never.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck that. Ow. This is actually quite a good, terrifying scene, you know, where you don't know where it's going to happen next. He could have easily rammed the door open and got out some more, but he decided to stick around, and now he's sticking around.
The kills are really creative in this film.
Yeah.
Arguably some of the best kills in the franchise.
Yeah, there were some pretty creative ones in here. It's just a shame they got toned down.
And it's not Jason.
Yeah. Which a lot of people, for some of them to this day, still can't get over that fact. I was just saying earlier as well, James, you see that pickup truck they came in on? That's the same one that Tommy had in part 6.
Interesting.
I was just thinking about it when I was looking at it. I was like, oh yeah, I recognize that. Friday the 13th.
But Pam's all right. She's all right. I'm neutral toward her.
Yeah, I mean, she's good, but not quite enough to get herself in.
Good-looking woman. Agreed. Yes.
Yeah, she's definitely nice looking. What's she up to now, anyway? I'm gonna find out.
I don't know. I think she's in her 70s now.
Yeah, she is 70 now. Let me see. Hasn't been in a lot of movies. She was in People Next Door, Best of the Best, Cheers, and one episode.
My favorite kill right here.
All right, let's do it.
I love Ethel.
In Tommy's face. Throwing a bitch fit.
She's spitting in the stew. She's spitting in the stew.
I'm not fucking eating that if you're spitting in the stew. Come on now.
I need that shit, period.
Dude, I think you see the water in that looks like shit.
What a fucking pussy this guy is.
He fucking deserved it after the way he got in Tommy's face. Oh, shut up and get over it then, you pansy ass.
Oh. Love it! Love it! Love it!
He freaked out and he definitely lost his head over it.
Love it!
That was a good kill.
That fake head was great. I love it. You hear the bike crash. Great.
Junior can't hear you right now because his head is somewhere on the ground. Ooh.
And I love that, the cleaver towards the camera. Love that.
That would have been great in 3D.
I knew you can't resist Mama Stew.
Now you are the stew.
That was great. Ethel and Junior are definitely one of the highlights of the film. Love their characters.
Oh, yeah. She was great in this film. In fact, all the characters on here were pretty good too.
Now, is it the I'm buffering again. Now, is this the part where the guy and the fake ass Tom Hanks and the girl are watching the movie?
Yeah, I think this is the bit.
Where he's about to make a move on her?
Well, so far she's trying to start a truck up.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. Let me know when it gets there.
All right. Just seeing what. Okay. Yeah, they're watching the film now.
What is that movie? That movie looks very familiar.
I think that's Body Snatchers.
Look at fake head. Look at fake ass Tom Hanks. Like, oh my god, look at her. She looks so hot, man. Oh, she looks so hot tonight. Oh my god, let her make my move. Should I make my move? I don't know if I should.
Wouldn't it have been funny if Tom Hanks was actually in this? But then again, he was only starting his career at the time this film was out.
She's getting closer to him, sending mixed signals.
Yep.
He strikes out. He strikes out big time, though.
Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to think what he's in this joint for.
I love you. I want to stick my penis in you.
Oh my god.
That's what he basically did here. Like,
yeah. I kind of feel bad for this dude because he's in there for whatever legit reason he's in there for. I'm guessing it's because of he has like learning difficulties in some capacity.
and she starts laughing at him.
Yeah.
I think she laughs because she's nervous.
It's probably a nervous thing, yeah.
Yeah, she's probably not used to people finding her attractive, so she just started laughing. Just the defense mechanism.
Yeah, the whole defense mechanism thing, dude. That happens. But unfortunately, sometimes when a person laughs at a person that's trying to make a approach on something like put my teeth back in. Like this dude who's pretty. You can tell he's pretty shy, and he's trying to strike it lucky with this one, but
Yeah. I thought she was being a bitch about it, but I just think because she was nervous.
Yeah. And like I said, because he has that like learning difficulties.
And he
You know,
didn't really say it the best way.
no. He's one of them socially awkward types. I should know because I was there myself one time when I was a kid. So, like I said, him getting taken out kind of felt bad for him in this one, you know?
Yeah, you felt bad. And then
Yeah.
and about the felt bad, and then we see about to see your girl here doing the robot. There's a great song that she dances to. His Eyes. Oh, love that song. It's a great song.
It's a good song, yeah.
I'd like to talk to you. I need to talk to you.
His death scene is silly though. Like, how do you not see Jason standing in front of you?
Good question.
Well, not Jason, but Roy.
Yeah. Like, dude, he's like right fucking there. Nice sound effect. I would have loved to have seen that impact though. Just saying.
Yeah, there was nothing to it, unfortunately. It's just like, damn, what the hell, NBA?
Man, they butchered the fuck out of this one. And to be somewhat honest, we didn't see a really gory Friday the 13th movie again until Jason Goes to Hell.
Wait, are we about to get another It's Showtime?
Well, Reggie's sleeping.
Are we about to get another show? It's Showtime. I remember we get another It's Showtime.
It's not happened yet, but it's coming.
Because my shit is frozen right now, so I'm relying on you, Paul.
All right, well, Reggie's gone to sleep. She's going up the stairs. And she's gone to her room. Shoes are off.
Mm-hmm.
Robe's coming off. Okay, now you can say it. Now you can say it.
Nothing's for sure. It's showtime, folks!
Not too bad. Ain't too bad. Damn, that was fucking loud, even on my TV. Made me jump.
She got a body. She got a banging body.
Yeah, she's got a nice one on her.
I love how she doesn't put the cover over her nipples. That's great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Philip was telling me a while ago, before we went on the air about this one particular death, is that this death was going to be a lot more graphic than what we originally got. Guess where that machete was originally going to go?
In her vagina?
Yep. But they decided to do the stomach instead, and ugh. But then again, if you think,
damn, if I had to pick, you would get Violet, the rocker chick. I mean, I would get a Rose. You know, like I said, she got a nice body, not the greatest face, but it's fine.
Mm-hmm. I'll definitely be taking the rocker chick for sure.
Well, I love the song that plays.
That's a good 80s song, yeah.
And she's doing a damn good robot too.
Yeah.
As someone that used to do the robot, it's not an easy dance move to pull off.
Oh, I can imagine. It's like when we were doing like
very Michael-like. Very Michael-like.
So when we were doing like dance choreographing on some of the rehearsal courses I was doing, I can tell you right now, I'm the shittiest dancer on the planet. I'm fucking terrible at it, man. The only moving around on the dance floor I'm doing is when we're in a mosh pit or headbanging or air guitaring, and that's about it. But yeah, the robot's a pretty hard move to pull off. It's a big ass machete. Nice edge on it too.
Yeah. How that scene was shot, it was very Michael-like.
Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake, Jay! You imposter, Jay! You fucking bastard! You killed my girl. Fuck you,
Hey,
motherfucker.
my girl died, yours died too.
Fuck this imposter, Jason. I hope he gets it in the film later on.
Nah, bro. If I gotta suffer, you gotta suffer too.
Fuck off, man. That wasn't fair. She didn't deserve that.
Rose died. No. Rose died. Violet gotta die too.
Okay, so I guess we're both going home disappointed. Fuck.
You're damn right. Okay.
Bollocks.
You're damn right.
Ah! Oh, that sucks. But anyway, back to the movie.
Is that our final? It's showtime?
I think that was. Yeah.
I think that is our final. It's showtime. Yeah.
Oh shit. Hey, Reggie.
Is Reggie the only one? Is Reggie the only one still alive?
Yeah, Reggie's the only one still standing there right now.
Oh, that's right. I love how he sees the body through the illumination of the lightning instead of turning the light off.
Yeah.
Light on, I'm sorry.
It's nice to see that like lighting effect with the lightning silhouettes showing off like that. I think that was great. Classic horror formula right there. And she had the same trick too.
Reggie, it's me. What's the matter? What's going on? What the fuck, Reggie? Talk.
Yeah, and then she sees her body. He's like, right, now we got to get the fuck out of here. We're going to get killed otherwise. Oh, come on. You can't be tripping on the flat floor like, oh, fuck.
There he is.
And this is the first time we fully see him, too.
Damn, you're right. That's fascinating. This is the first time we actually get to see him.
Yeah.
And he came in exactly how, and he bust in exactly like how Ted White did in part 4.
Yeah. So what do you think about this imposter Jason's look? You know, the fact that you got like the blue streaks on the hockey mask, and obviously he's wearing Michael Myers' boiler suit. So, you know.
I like it. I like the look.
It's different. And just like part 4, it is fucking pissing down like it is out my street right now. It's like it's raining like a motherfucker where I am right now. Well, there's that ambulance van. Yeah, that guy should have never fucking started laughing. Oh, there he is. Damn, that's a hell of a loud
scream. His scream is great.
That was a straight up shriek.
Yeah, Shavar Ross, who was I believe was in I know he was Weasel on Family Matters. I think
he was
it was fucking Different Strokes. Yeah.
Yeah, he was on Different Strokes, yeah.
It's a rare condition in this day and age.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Wait, is Penny wearing two? Is she wearing two different things?
I think so. Where's the other counselor dude?
I hope he's dead.
We never saw what happened to him.
Oh, we don't need to.
Oh,
It's
there
his
you go.
fault.
Yeah, he's got a big fucking
There
spike
you
in
go.
his head.
Yeah, he had that coming.
Yeah, there goes me asking where he's at, and there he is.
Well, I think we got another at Showtime.
Hold on. If it's her see-through shirt, then
I think it's her see-through shirt. I think it's another Showtime,
do it,
Paul.
do it, do it.
Nothing's for sure. It's showtime, folks!
Because they're peeping through like eyeballs in a shirt right now.
There you can see right through that shit.
Oh, damn. That dude lost his eyes as well.
The beauty of having a porn director direct the film. Awesome.
Yep. Because you know he's going to throw tits in there. Oh, here he comes again. It's funny. They'll show the tits in this movie, but hey, we got a problem with the gore. Okay.
I take the good with the bad.
Lady, get up and run. Don't crawl on the shit. God damn it. I'll just lay there.
How do you like Roy's portrayal as imposter Jason?
It ain't too bad. I do like the way he was presented.
Yeah, same here. I
mean, even if he is a fake Jason, he still has those characteristics, so I can't complain about that.
And fucking Roy put in the effort to put a head cap on, to make himself look bald, and got the hockey mask. He put some thought into this.
Yeah, he went the extra mile.
All this because of a goddamn chocolate bar. Think about that, folks.
Yeah, that's what this is all started over, folks.
The chocolate bar.
You know what's funny? I just finished eating a chocolate bar as well. But I didn't get hacked up. I didn't get hacked up for it, luckily. At least not yet. Oh, he's grabbing him again. Kicked him right in his damn face.
Now people are thinking that this is Jason. In 1985, people are thinking this is Jason.
Yeah, but I'll tell you right now, if this was Jason, where's the fucking axe wound on his fucking head?
Well, maybe he got a new look, you know?
Bullshit.
Because it's called a new beginning.
Yeah, but if this is the Jason, he should be like definitely be showing some of the scars. That's just my personal take on it. I mean, I would have kept some form of continuity in there for him. But I guess they had to kind of let people know this is not exactly the Jason we're thinking. The most subtle, obvious part was obviously the mask. Because, you know, like I said, the mask has blue streaks on it. Whereas
that and how he's kind of taken more aback to the damage that he's taking.
Yeah, which clearly tells you the dude is not who you think he is.
But Roy's a tough son of a bitch, though. He takes a lot of damage here.
Yeah, I mean, like he just took a fucking bulldozer to the gut, and he's clearly showing it. Oh, we're going Texas Chainsaw on this now, huh? Bring it.
Fuck that. Friday 13th Part 2.
Yeah.
Doing what Jenny did.
Yeah, and that was a time when Jason was scared of the damn thing. You saw the way he was backing off.
This is for Jen! This is for Lily!
See, another thing as well, look, Jason felt that. If this was Jason, you know damn well he's going to be like, nah, I'm still coming for you.
No, I mean, Jason, the first 4 films would have felt that too.
True. But he would have been a lot more pissed off about it.
The score by Harry Manfredini. Very old school Friday the 13th.
Dude, Harry Manfredini's music is what made Friday the 13th even more atmospheric.
Agreed.
His music just stands out. The only other music composer I liked that was involved in Friday the 13th, I'm probably gonna say maybe the dude that did the music for the remake, Steve Jablansky, who also did the music score for the TCM movies, the 2003 one and that prequel. Damn, that's the first time I've heard Tommy speak in the last 40 minutes.
And I love it. And I love it. Now this confirms that Tommy's not the killer.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people believed that it was him until they saw this encounter, and they're thinking, oh, fuck. Well, if it's not Jason, then who is this guy?
Yeah, who the fuck is that then?
Yeah. And you notice he wasn't responding to the whole Jason vibe that Tommy was putting out. But I guess it kind of gives the impression also, it's like, oh, this probably is Jason because he remembers what he did to him. And he just stabbed him right near the nut area.
Yeah, I thought he stabbed him in the dick. That was like a little to the right. That would have been really bad.
Yeah, he would have lost that. But that was like right in the quad. That's where your femoral artery is, by the way.
Yeah, because here's the thing, like Tommy disappeared for a long time there. So
yeah,
so
yeah, we haven't. This is the first time we've seen him after he beat the fuck out of that redneck on the bike.
He said it's the first time Tommy has spoken in 40 minutes.
Yeah,
like he barely speaks, which is kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of the barn from Part 3.
Yeah, I was about to say T85 was saying it was a tribute to that.
The intensity in Ray's eyes, man. Roy's eyes. It's great.
Yeah, you can see it, man. This dude is pissed off. This dude is not a happy camper. You know what's ironic? This actually looks like the same barn from Part 3.
It does. It looks like the exact same barn.
I think it might be the same one. Because keep in mind, folks, they literally filmed these films back to back a year apart from each other. This film was doing what Saw was doing for a long time. Dude, why did you stand up to be noticed? Yeah, really. And your red onesies an even bigger giveaway.
Here we go. And look at Ray's face. He's like, I'm gonna kill you, you fucking bitch.
He's like, fucking really? Ooh, shit.
Again, it's quote unquote not Jason, but it's still giving you what you want.
Yeah, exactly. Whoa.
Well, that was a little anticlimactic.
It's the one gripe I had with this.
Wait, is there more to this? It's been a while since I've seen this, so.
No, he's not down there. You gotta have one final jump scare.
Oh, okay, all right. Falsy. Okay.
He's like,
Tommy's gonna give the final blow.
Hey, Tommy, you might want to get up and do something. Yeah, really. Wake up. Come on. It's a flesh wound. Just get up there and do something.
Flesh wound.
You'll be all right. Oh,
Oh, look at the blood. I don't know how the
off.
mask came. I don't know how the mask came off, but yeah, there we go. And he's
There he
done.
is. Dead. And then you see who it is, and you're like, well, wait a minute, who the fuck is this guy? Why is it not? I bet this is where people
Like no shit. Like who the fuck is that? Well, he kind of looked like that head doctor a little bit.
Yeah. But
that does not look like Roy.
Yeah. And that was the moment, folks, where people got very fucked off about this movie.
People were pissed. They were pissed.
I was pissed. James was pissed. We all were.
And it makes me wonder, too, if people were more accepting of this, makes me wonder how the Friday the 13th franchise would have ended up.
Yeah, can you imagine if they did go ahead with that original trilogy plan?
If the people accepted it.
Yeah. How do you reckon that would have gone if it did go that way?
The franchise would have went a completely different direction than it ended up going.
Yeah, Jason wouldn't be the household name he is today.
Nope. I mean,
So I guess
in all intents and purposes, part 4 is supposed to be the last one, which I would have been fine with.
Yeah. It was meant, like I said, it was meant to be the end, but because part 4 did so well...
Wait a minute. Who the fuck got that close to take a snapshot of Jason?
I'd like to be the fucking fly on the wall for that.
Who got that close, bro? Will you tell me Roy took a fucking snapshot and sent it to the newspaper?
Yeah, like, how logic went out the window during that explanation.
That was a fucking mug shot. Like, who the fuck got that close?
There's no way you could have got that close for that kind of shit. Like, come on, man. There's no way.
Yeah, like when you look down and you see Roy, you know, you forget all about it until that cop explains the plot.
And then you got these like paper clippings he has of Jason. So this dude, before his son got killed, had an obsession with this guy.
Yeah, he's already fascinated with it. Yeah.
And all it took was one moment for him to live his fantasies out.
But yeah, because this ending here is pretty shocking. It would have been interesting to see. You also got to think about how part 4 ended. You know, with Corey Feldman with that.
Yeah, that part where Tommy was staring a hole right through us in that camera scene on part 4. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
like so it fits how Tommy would end up being in his early adult years.
Yeah. And like I said, this ending did what Halloween 4 did a couple years later. Evil passing on.
It would have been interesting to see what they would have done.
Speaking of which...
Oh, shit. Now, if the movie ended like this, that would have been crazy.
I would have loved it if they ended it right there.
I would have loved it, too. I was like, Tommy has finally snapped.
That would have been fucking perfect.
That would have been an awesome ending. And I would have been like, okay, I want to see where this goes.
No, but instead, they decided to throw it out a little bit longer. I didn't have a problem with the way this ended either. I mean, I would have preferred it if they just kept it subtle like that, but okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this ending was pretty shocking in itself, too. Speaking of which, can you imagine you chilling out in your bed and you got him fucking staring you down like that? The hell are you going to do?
I feel sorry for the guy, though. I mean, the clothes don't fit him, and he ain't got the shoulders for it either.
No.
Yeah, but he's now embracing Jason's evil. It's basically doing what Michael Myers and Corey did in Halloween Ends.
Yeah, and not to mention Jamie from Halloween 4. Don't forget that.
Yeah. Look at Tommy's face. Like you see him changing.
Yeah, right there. That's it. Tommy's gone.
God, John
He's
Tippett,
gone.
he gives a solid performance. I would have liked to see him in more projects.
Yeah, I mean,
Like he says a lot without speaking in this film.
yeah, I think we only heard him talk like fucking maybe 2 or 3 times.
Shit, feels like once.
No, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it did, but I'm pretty sure. It was
like I do not remember him talking at all.
and here's a question: how did he get that damn mask?
Not a Bible, not a coffee, not a water cup. The mask.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. All right, I remember when I first saw this particular end scene. My initial thought was, "Oh shit!" This actually gave me chills.
It's a good ending.
Like fucking hairs are standing on my arms right now. Like just seeing that again. Who knows where it could have went after that? But there you go, guys. That's Friday the 13th, Part 5.
Hey, man. Hey. Look, man. It's a fun movie. It's a fun movie, man.
Yeah.
It's a fun movie, man. It's everything you want in a Friday the 13th film. You got babes, boobs, drugs, and great kills. It's everything you want.
You had everything except one thing.
Jason.
That's it. Yeah. But you know, it's not the first time they've done shit like that. I mean, look at fucking Jason Goes to Hell, and even that was good.
No. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on now, because here's the thing. Okay, look. I look at Jason the Friday 13th series in 2 different parts.
Yeah. You got his human killer version, and then after Part 5, when they bring him back in Part 6, he becomes this unstoppable revenant killing machine. Pretty much along those lines, right?
You got the first 4 films. You got.
Hold on, James. That microphone is deciding
6 on, where they just went completely fucking.
Oh yeah, you're back.
Favorite film of the franchise.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like you still have everything that makes a Friday the 13th movie cool. And you had Jason in at least 10 of the 12 movies. But for some reason, I don't know why, man, but people just when you mention Friday the 13th Part 5 to an average person, especially a hardcore fan, sometimes they'll be like, "Oh yeah, that movie's not so bad." But sometimes you'll get someone who's just like, "Fuck that movie because there's enough Jason in it." Like, yeah,
technically, Jason's in here too. Technically,
I know, but they think it's a
spirit.
Yeah, but they think they got cheated because the real Jason hasn't done a lot. Well, actually, no, you know what? He did kill people in this one. Those 2 at the start. So you technically got what you wanted.
Yeah, I have fun, but Paul, go ahead to tell your overall thoughts.
All right, then. Well, it's my first time watching this in quite a while. And like I said before, when I first saw this movie back in the day, yeah, I hated it because I didn't like the fact that we didn't have Jason doing the killings. I was pissed off about it. But now that I've watched it again, you know, I kind of realized, you know what? This movie actually wasn't that bad. You got what you wanted. You had all the classic ingredients of what made a Friday the 13th movie so damn good. You had likable characters. You had cool sex scenes. You had plenty of tits. You had some pretty good kills, even though they were watered down by the censors, man. You dumb bastards. What were you thinking? And overall, you had a solid performance, especially from the guy who played Tommy in this one. It was a very interesting concept what they were going to try and go with if they actually proceeded to go for that point. But here's the thing. Because people pretty much rejected this movie because of the fact that you didn't have Jason being Jason, if you know what I mean. And that's why this movie, for a lot of fans, they just don't like it. I mean, yeah, the movie was a box office success. It raked in $22 million, which back then was a lot of money. But in terms of universal fanfare, this is the one that a lot of people seem to not like. And I think the reason for that is because a lot of people felt they got cheated out of the fact that you didn't see Jason. You only saw like ghost versions of him, and that's about it. So yeah, I guess some of the reasons there. But overall, now that I'm a little older and can process things a little better instead of me being a stubborn little shit back in the day, I actually enjoyed this. I mean, yeah, it was different. I still got what I wanted in terms of what I'm expecting from a Friday the 13th movie. The only difference is we don't have the actual Jason. That's fine. So there is some stuff in here to enjoy, and there are bits on here that were actually pretty solid. You just got to try and look past the fucking the universal hatred that goes on between the fans in this because of, who actually Jason is in this one. So all in all, I thought it was great. Who knows where it could have gone? Can you imagine? Now that I think about it, can you imagine where this would have went if the movie did get embraced by fans back in the day? This movie, this could have took the franchise in a completely different direction. And when you think about it, also the problem with that also is that you wouldn't have had Jason become the household name that he is today. He wouldn't have been the horror icon that he is today if they did go forward with their original trilogy plans. So there's that part of it too. And trying to think what else to say here, because I've said quite a lot even during this commentary. It just leaves you with a bunch of questions like, man, where could this have gone? And like James said, this was doing what Halloween Ends did. And as everybody knows, fucking hate Halloween Ends. But I didn't mind this one.
It was done better here.
Yeah, I agree. It was done better. Let me put it like this. This movie gave me all the things I wanted to see in a Friday the 13th movie. Something that Halloween Ends never gave us. Halloween Kills gave us that, but Halloween Ends never gave me what this one we watched gave us. And that's why I enjoyed this film a lot more than the one that we watched back in October. So that would be my, if I had to do like a comparisons between those two films, that would be what I'd say. Halloween Ends didn't give us what we wanted, and yet Friday the 13th Part 5 gave us what we wanted, despite the fact Jason was not Jason. So it's just one of them. It's just one of them things, and it is what it is. So good movie, despite that one glaring issue. So I'm gonna give it. Trying to think of a score, because there were some things that were wrong with it. Like there was a couple of inconsistencies with the plot holes and all that other shit. So you know what? I'm gonna give it a 7. I thought this movie was not bad. If this was like the younger me, like my late teen days or my early teen days, James, I would have just given this a fucking straight up 0 out of 10. I wouldn't even spend time watching this. But now that I'm in my 40s and watched a lot of movies now, got a lot of movies under my belt, I would say, yeah, this was a good film. So 7 out of 10 gave me everything that Halloween Ends didn't give me. All yours.
Well, here's the thing with me. Okay. What I liked about this film is that it went in a different direction, obviously. Yeah. Clearly, they had ideas on making Tommy be the new killer. So much so that there were talks about bringing Pam back and Shavar Ross back, and they were going to go all in with the Tommy thing, because contrary to popular belief, this movie was a hit. It was a hit.
Yeah.
In the box office. But because the fans did not like the direction, they just scrapped it all together and said, fuck, we gotta bring Jason back. So,
yep.
But as this movie overall, like I said, I kind of call it Halloween Ends before Halloween Ends, because it kind of follows the same tropes a little bit. Where we see Tommy slowly becoming more deranged as the movie progresses, while he's being possessed by the spirit of Jason, or there's a copycat killer going around. Now, if I thought, first off, I thought John Shepherd gave a really good performance as Tommy. He didn't say a lot, but his body language, his emotion, it said a lot without saying anything, and I really would like to have seen more of his portrayal, but instead we later got Tom Matthews. I thought this was a nice little transition where we get little boy Corey Feldman Tommy, then we get the depressed, traumatized Tommy, then we get the part 6 Tommy that's still fucked up, but he's a little better, mentally after, in part 6. So I think we should give John Shepherd his flowers. I think people really underrated his portrayal for Tommy. Shavar Ross, Reggie, was fun. I thought very charismatic, very entertaining. I thought Pam, was a nice final girl. Had some moments, with the chainsaw.
Mm-hmm.
The cast, wasn't bad. Didn't really give a fuck about them, but they weren't bad.
I gotta point out also.
I can't complain too. I can't complain. I mean, come on, Paul.
Nothing's for sure. It's showtime, folks.
Hey, listen, man. When you're putting tits in full display in a movie, you're doing something right, as far as I'm concerned. Especially when there's a horror movie. But I was just saying, also, when it comes to John Shepherd's performance, when you think about it, I don't know if you had this experience as well when you were doing your acting classes and when you were in school, but doing an acting role where you hardly speak at all, that's the most challenging roles to ever have, because you can't rely, because when you do acting, a lot of your performance relies on your dialogue and your voice. When your acting is all about physical movement, you have to tell the story that way, because you're taking away one of the vital components when you're acting, which is your voice. And you have to rely on nothing but your body language and how you portray yourself and how you carry yourself. And that's the more challenging aspect of acting to do, which is why, there's like a rare few amount of people that can play a character like Jason, because, again, it's a dude that never speaks. And John Shepherd, I think, did a pretty good performance with his little to no dialogue performance. I thought it was a good touch for that. It's a challenging aspect of acting.
Agreed. And I also feel that I thought Roy's portrayal of Jason was fine. It's funny because when I first saw the film, I was watching it with a relative of mine, and he was on to Roy, where he was like, the scene where he looks at the camera, and then how suspicious he was acting when he was packing up the bodies of the greasers. Was like, you talking to me? I thought you was talking to me. No, that scene?
Yeah, I remember that one. Totally remember that one.
Yeah, and I remember my relative was like, I don't know, James. He's like, I don't know, James. There's something about this paramedic guy, and I'm like, no, it's Jason. Jason's the killer. Like, I thought you were talking to me. That's when my relative was like, no, James, there's something up with that paramedic. He was like, no, it's Jason. It's Jason.
Dude, the moment he stared at that camera, that should have been the hint right there, man.
Agreed. Absolutely. But I will say.
Uh-oh. I think your mic just went again, dude.
Hey, it's the same ingredients except this I just put some paprika in the soup. You know, and
Yeah.
hey, it didn't work out. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
But I respect the effort. And yeah, it still felt like a Friday the 13th film to the T. It's everything. This movie, like I said, is the personification of the 80s period.
Mm-hmm.
And I have fun with it. This movie has become one of more of my favorite favorite entries of the franchise.
Yeah.
And of course, the elite ones. Like I said, is for me is 4, 2, 3, then the original. Maybe 5 is probably going to be in there as well because look, I enjoy Jason Lives, but that to me was the beginning of them taking the franchise and just going completely fucking left. Where they just went crazy with the shit.
Yeah, that's when he became human. Not there's anything
While
wrong
the
with
first
that.
4 films was more, grounded in reality. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say like the first 4 movies and probably going to say the 2009 remake as well.
For sure. For sure. Despite everybody looking like a fucking supermodel in the film.
Yeah, a lot of movies seem to do that these day and age. I don't know why they do that in films now, but Oh, and Rocky here says that part 5 was super
and
sleep.
Ethel
And he says it's also Tarantino's favorite. I did not know that Tarantino liked the 5th one that much.
and I thought Ethel and Junior were great, very funny comedy acts. Made the most out of their roles. I thought they were very, very entertaining. The only thing I just didn't like, even though I thought the kills were awesome, oh god, MPAA butchered it.
Yeah.
And I kind of would have liked the reveal of Roy to be a little bit better, just a little bit better, because once we look down in that camera shot, it doesn't even look like Roy. It doesn't even look like him.
It didn't even look like him at all. He just looked like some dude sleeping on the job. I don't think that was him at all. And if it was, then he must have took some kind of aging process or something. I don't know. But apart from that, it was just, it was a good film.
Yeah, it's a good film. I cannot complain. Yeah, a couple things I could have fixed, but I overall enjoyed it for what it was. And then like I said, sorry for me, I got a little vengeful there. Once Jason killed Rose from under the bed, which by the way, nice little callback to the first film. But not Jason, Roy. I'm sorry. And once she died, I'm like, you know what, Paul, I'm sorry, Violet got to die too. And Jason did it, so I was happy.
Fuck you, Roy.
Yeah, and it's funny too because her death was going to be even more grotesque, and the producers were like, "Yeah, no, we ain't doing that. That's too much."
Yeah, they're like, we're not sticking machete through her, you know where? Because that's where it was going to go.
Favorite kill, Paul?
Favorite kill? There were so many good ones here. The only downer was that you didn't see them very much. But if I have to pick my favorite kill that I would have loved to have seen on camera, I'm probably going to say the garden shears for that woman's eye sockets.
For me, it was Junior riding on the motorcycle, and Roy took the meat cleaver and cut his head off. I thought that shit was great.
That was funny, yeah.
MVP of the movie.
MVP of the movie, man. Gonna have to give a shout out to Reggie on that one.
Yeah, exactly. I'm definitely gonna give it to Reggie. Had a nice little badass moment with the forklift running into Roy. and probably definitely the most charismatic, entertaining character of the film for sure.
Absolutely.
Who MVP? Okay, who was your least valuable player? The person you cared the least for?
Probably the fat kid with a candy bar.
For me, it was that head doctor, Matt. Why? Because he gave an axe to the most violent person in the fucking hospital and letting teenagers fuck and like, bro, you run a shit halfway home. So
how did you get a license to run the place?
Exactly. All right, so if my MVP, yeah, we both agreed was Reggie. He's right was the fat kid, and for me it was Matt. So okay, all right. And my final rating, you know what? I'll give it up. I'll give it a 7.5. 7.5. I would definitely out of Halloween 5 and Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5, I would rather watch this over both those films.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I can somewhat tolerate Nightmare on Elm Street 5, but Halloween 5, well, you already heard my reactions on that one, folks. Man, I was fuming, especially when I just got back from seeing Halloween Ends as well. Like, jeez.
Well, Halloween 5 is a shit show. Nightmare 5, I just thought it was probably the worst performance Robert Englund gave as Freddy. Yeah. And was not the biggest fan of the story. And I thought it was a waste of Lisa Wilcox.
I wasn't a fan of Freddy's jumper either. I didn't like the look of it. Too clean.
Exactly. And yes, and the girl, you know, who everyone said has the best boobs of the franchise, Deborah Voorhees. Apparently she went on to be a school teacher and she got fired because people found out that she was in this film and kids were seeing her with her titties out all around the school. She got fired over that. I'm just like, come on now. Like come on now. Like, come on. She was 19 at the time. Like, come on, man.
And Rocky here said that he actually won a signed Part 5 mask that was signed by Debbie Sue.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And the fat kid was one of the guys that was accused in the Two Corys documentary. I'm not gonna touch on that. Bad choice of words. I'm not going to. I'm not gonna talk about that. I just want to say, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate what happened to Corey Haim and Corey Feldman. That's why you know Holly Weird, man. Fuck Holly Weird, bro.
I will say this: I have watched that documentary. It is on YouTube, and I'm not going to go into too much details of it, but I will say it was pretty eye opening.
I bet. Rocky says, when I was a kid, I didn't even understand the ending or realize who the imposter Jason was. Yeah, they didn't really explain it the best. Because like I said, when you finally see the reveal, it doesn't even look like Roy. So you're kind of like, even if it was Roy, you forgot all about him, right? And then when they kind of explain.
Whoa. Dude, your mic just nuked.
What's that?
Your mic nuked for a second then.
How about now?
Okay, you're good now. Say what you were going to say just then.
No, I'm saying like when we see Roy, one, it doesn't even look like Roy, and two, we completely forget all about Roy. And then when they explain the plot, it's like, wait, what? Really? Wait, that fat kid was his son? Huh? What? You know, like
you never see that paramedic again after that scene, and then all of a sudden you see his wallet and these clippings, and I'm just like, Wait, what did I just miss? What the fuck's happening here?
Exactly. You have to watch it again for you to get it,
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, and then Deborah Sue, and Deborah Voorhees being fired because she was in a horror film when she was 19. Like, look, I know teachers that got OnlyFans accounts. I'm not gonna say names, but I know teachers that are in elementary schools that is showing off their things for a little piece of change on OnlyFans, okay?
Yeah, and you want to talk about people getting fired for something they've done in the past. I mean, like, I know for a fact that the singer in a thrash metal band called Nuclear Assault, he's now a high school teacher in New York, even though the band's not around anymore. They don't fire him for that. So, like, what the fuck?
Exactly. So yeah, that concludes episode 47 of the Primetime Gorehounds. Let's watching Friday the 13th, part 5 on this Friday the 13th. Very, very fun watch. And Paul, what is the next film that we are going to be watching?
Well, before I say what my next film is, I'm just reading what Rocky here said. He said, wasn't one of the clippings of the photo of Jason a photo shoot? I'm pretty sure it was. But anyway.
I hope so. Because that's ridiculous.
Fucking better be. But anyway, guys, my next movie, I'm gonna be going with one of my favorite Jamie Lee Curtis movies outside of Halloween, and that movie I'm talking about, folks, is Blue Steel.
Sweet, and enjoy. Directed by Catherine Bigelow, who did one of my favorite vampire films, Near Dark.
Dude, that movie is a fucking classic. I love that movie. I ain't seen that in ages. But
Near Dark, Zero Dark 30,
Detroit.
So yeah, so
Hurt Locker.
What's that?
Hurt Locker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it starts Jeremy Renner, and hey, Jeremy Renner, man, get well soon, man. I heard about that snowplow accident he had. I mean, they say there's a possibility he might not be able to walk properly again because it fucked his leg up that bad.
Damn, that's fucked up.
It's pretty bad, dude. It's pretty bad.
All right, so yeah, the next movie we're going to be watching will be Blue Steel, starring Jamie Lee Curtis in her prime. So, looking forward to that. So,
what have you got?
What have I got? Oh,
yeah.
The movie we'll watch after that will be my favorite film of this franchise. And that will be Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master.
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
Yes,
I do have something else afterwards, but I'm probably going to wait until we finish watching Blue Steel.
Yeah, can't give it to them all. Can't give it to them all, Paul. Gotta spread them out.
Yeah, let's just say my next pick is going to be a bit surprising and a little bit different from what we usually do. I'm going to say no more than that.
There's going to be some torture porn shit. I'm like, okay, now, Paul, there's got to be a limit.
That's later on. I got something else in mind.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get on out of here. Hopefully everybody has a great weekend. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back for the Monday Night Raw live commentary where Quez Bowl will happen, me versus Mark. So definitely looking forward to that. And of course, next week we'll be back for Primetime Gorehounds 48, Blue Steel. We love you guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Have a great weekend. Have a great Friday night. Be safe, be merry, and enjoy the playoffs as well if you're into football. So, yes. So, have a good night. We are out. Peace.
Laters.